Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to give you an update of what happened to my mom's Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis. We have the exact same bags in the reverse monogram. Such a beautiful bag, my mom loves it, I love it, it's such a brilliant bag. But when we were on holidays this summer, I decided to look at her bag closer. I don't even know why, I just wanted to see in which condition her bag is, and then I've noticed some cracks on the glazing, and some of them were even peeling off a little bit. I'll insert some pictures that I posted on my Instagram so you can take a look and see what I'm talking about. But when I saw this, I was shocked because my bag is still in the most pristine condition possible. It's like new, and we got them at the same time. My mom even got it a little bit later than I did. So I was really surprised because she's more careful with carrying her luxury bags than I am. I'm younger and I'm a little bit like, oh, I don't care, it's okay, YOLO, you know, in that sense. But my mom is very, very careful with her items. She takes good care of them. When I saw that, I talked to my mom. I asked her if she knew about the cracks on the glazing, and when she saw them, she was really shocked too. So I asked her if she wanted me to take it back to Geneva with me and go to Louis Vuitton and basically ask if they could exchange or repair it. She of course agreed. I told her in advance that it might take a lot of time if they have to send it to Paris. She agreed. So on the 21st, I think, we arrived back to Geneva. I went straight to Louis Vuitton store in Geneva. I met with my SA. I explained her the situation. I told her that I will be coming, so we had an appointment with her. I showed her the bag. I told her, well, I think it's a quality problem because I don't have any problems with my bag. I don't have any issues with glazing or anything. My bag is in perfect condition, although I got it before she did. So I was also telling her that I've heard a lot of people had such glazing problem in the past as well. And she said, no, this is different because people that had glazing problems, it was sort of melting on the bag and not cracking, which is the opposite. So she was like, this is not our quality problem, this is you who did it probably. And I'm like, well, it's not really true because my mom is a very careful person and she would never treat her expensive bag like this. To bring it to such condition as the bag is right now, it's impossible. And with Louis Vuitton's quality, it's really impossible to get this bag at this state unless you, I don't know, throw it around, scratching it against the walls, you know what I mean? And I explained her that, and I asked if it will be possible to fix it, to repair it. To which she answered, yes, of course, we could try. So I first left it in the store and she said, well, I think it won't be possible to do in Geneva, we'll have to send it to Paris directly. So I agreed. She said it might take from 4 to 8 weeks. I agreed. And then she said, you will have to pay an additional charge for that. It will be approximately 100 Swiss francs, 80 to 100. And then I posed the question, why should I pay for something that isn't my problem? Like, it's Louis Vuitton, and if I had an issue with your bag, you're responsible. In my opinion, that's what I think, because we pay a premium price for a luxury product and we expect it to be of the highest quality. I've had bags in the past that had no big names and the quality was just as amazing, if not better. So I told her, if I didn't have any problems with the glazing, like I'm not careful with this bag, I am, but not really at the same time, and my mom is very careful and she has it, it's not her fault, and it's really unfair to pay a premium and then pay additional extras for the repairment. But at the same time, I thought, all right, if they will change the whole glazing around the bag, maybe it is worth it, maybe it is not as expensive as getting a new bag, for example, or reselling this bag and then buying a new one. I agreed. I told her, okay, fine, let's do just that. If I really have to pay, of course I will pay, because I don't want my mom to carry the bag in this condition. It's not good and it's only gonna get worse. And she said, okay, fine, but I will talk to Paris and I will ask them if they could do it for free, because I understand your point of view. I know you're a loyal customer, and I know this shouldn't really happen with such expensive bags. So I will ask Louis Vuitton in Paris to do it for free, if you prefer. I cannot guarantee it, but I can try. And I got so excited and I said, sure, please ask them if it's possible. That would be wonderful. My mom would be happy, I would be happy, everyone would be happy. So I gave in the bag. They gave me a receipt that I had to keep until the bag arrives back. And then on the 28th of August, I received a message from Louis Vuitton client service. And the message said that they have received it back from Paris, the Pochette Metis, it's ready for collection. So I went there immediately the next morning, because it was quite late that day. I went the next morning, I came to the store, they said, here's your bag, you can take a look, and I'm gonna show it to you right now. What's up with the bag, if they changed it or not, how it looks. So it took about 5 weeks for them to repair the bag, which is okay in my opinion. She told me it's gonna come within 4 to 8 weeks. It was even faster than 8 weeks. It was only 5 weeks, so I was pretty happy with that. And then it wasn't my SA who gave me the bag, it was another person. And she said, well, you know, you have to pay 80 francs for the service. And I got really upset because I thought my SA could do everything, so I don't have to pay for it. I thought she would do the magic, and I really won't have to pay anything for the bag, because I promised my mom that it was free of charge. She was really straightforward about it. She was against me paying for that because she knew it wasn't her fault. She knew it was the quality, the poor quality. I said, okay, I will pay. It's already done. So you already fixed the bag. If I have to pay, I will pay, but I will pay out of my pocket. I'm not going to tell my mom anything, and I'll just pretend that it was free. So I came to the cashier to pay, and then she checked on the system, something, I'm not quite sure. And then she said, well, here's your receipt. And I'm like, but I didn't pay. I'm gonna use my credit card. And she's like, no, don't worry. It's actually free of charge. It was offered to you, so you don't have to pay anything. And I was relieved because I didn't have to pay anything for that repairment, which would have been ridiculous. They did a good job. Let me show you the bag. The whole service took only 5 weeks, which I'm happy about. So here's the bag, and it's exactly the same. My mom was a little bit disappointed that they didn't want to change the whole bag to a new one, but she doesn't even know about the fee that they wanted me to pay. Now it looks all good. They basically changed the whole glazing all around the bag. Yeah, it looks brand new right now. It looked brand new before, except for the little marks here and there on the glazing, which were bothering me more, I think, than my mom. I'm gonna insert some closer footage so you can actually see the difference. I think they did quite a good job. I'm very pleased with it. I'm glad that it didn't take a long time. It only took about 5 weeks, which is pretty good. I was a little bit disappointed that they asked me to pay in the first place, because in my opinion, if you buy a luxury handbag such as Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Dior, they have to fix or replace it free of charge, because when you purchase it for such an expensive premium price, you expect a premium service. If I knew it was my fault completely, or my mom's fault in this case, about what happened to the bag, then of course I would pay. She would pay, because she would know that it's her fault. If she broke something in the bag, if she did something so it broke or scratched or ripped, obviously it would have been her fault and she would pay for that. But this, in my opinion, it is such a known problem today about Pochette Metis. The glazing is horrible, everybody knows that, and I was expecting a little bit more from Geneva store. I wasn't really expecting a new bag in this case, but I was expecting, for not even mentioning the fee that I would have to pay at the end of the repairment. I'm glad that they made it free of charge. I'm very glad. Thank you to my amazing SA, but I didn't want her to ask in the first place. I wanted them to offer the service. So at the end of the day, I'm happy with what they did to the bag. I'm happy that they replaced the whole glazing around the bag. I'm very satisfied with that. But on the other hand, I'm not satisfied that I was asked to pay. In the future, I will be a little bit more careful with Louis Vuitton and their glazing. I don't have anything against this brand. I like it a lot. I love their shoes. I love their clothes, some of their bags, of course. But you just have to be a little bit more careful. Hopefully this was helpful. I just wanted to share my experience with the whole Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis glazing problem. I wanted to tell you my story, so you know that sometimes things just aren't as smooth as you expect them to be. I've heard a lot of stories where people just bought second-hand Pochette Metis that had glazing problem, came to their local store and had an exchange for free. It happens, maybe they're lucky, but in my case it was a little bit different. I wanted to share this story with you. I hope you'll be a little bit more mindful about your bags, which bags to buy, looking after your bags, etc, etc. I really want to implement these aspects to my YouTube channel. I want to implement more, not reviews about items, but I want to raise the awareness of bad quality, of client service in big brands like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, etc, etc. If you're interested in seeing more of this video, just leave a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up so I know you like this kind of content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!